Welcome back. Let's delve into the unfolding political drama in Rivers State, Nigeria, where recent events have brought the state into the national spotlight, with factionalism, impeachment attempts, and violent clashes shaking its political landscape. Now, Rivers State's power dynamics have taken center stage, with Governor Siminalayi Fubara facing off against his predecessor and some will argue his political benefactor, Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom, in a struggle that threatens the stability and security of not just Rivers State, but the region, the Niger Delta region. Now, we have a panel of esteemed political analysts to dissect the complex issues at play. Also, they will examine the role of godfatherism and discuss the potential solutions to this crisis. Well, join us tonight as we unravel the layers of the Rivers State political puzzle. We have joining us tonight Joseph Eva. He's a Niger Delta activist and coordinator of the Ijaw Monitoring Group. We also have Dr. Chukwuma A.J. Chinwo. He's a legal practitioner and, of course, a senior lecturer at one time at the Rivers State University and Faculty of Law in Port Harcourt. Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you very much.
All right. The political crisis in Rivers State appears to have escalated with, these reports of factionalism in the State House of Assembly and an attempt to impeach Governor Fubara. Dr. Chinwo, what are the underlying factors driving this conflict between the governor, the current governor,
this call is now being recorded,
on one hand, and the political actors in Rivers State, especially his predecessor, Nyesom? What are the underlying factors behind this conflict, sir? Dr. Chinwo, are you with us, please?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Okay, I said you hinted on this earlier on. The underlying factor, as far as I can say, in godfatherism and its impact on the political stability of Nigerian society. There is a godfather, when the godfather never sleeps, there's always going to be a crisis with the godsons and the society involved. But when the godfather decides to sleep and allows the godsons to operate, it will seem as if you have no godfather, but he is still operating on, behind. The problem we have in this case now seems to be that of the godfather that doesn't want to sleep. And because of that, the table is being shaken. Everybody who benefited from that table will not have stable situation. The River State has been a victim of that godfatherism. It's direct one, maybe of the worst kind, made out of things.
All right, quite interesting. Let me go over to you, Joseph Eva. What's your take on what Dr. Chinwo said, that, the underlying factor of this is just used one word to describe it or to define it, godfatherism. Do you agree with him? And is this something new? I mean, of course, this is not new in Nigeria, but what's your take on godfatherism in this particular situation? Do you agree with him that that's the underlying factor?
Yeah, thank you. There is nothing wrong with godfatherism. There is nothing wrong. Anywhere in the world, whether in Europe, America, anywhere, there is godfatherism. For example, Chief Obafemi Awolowo was the godfather of people like Jakonde. Jakonde was a blessing to his generation. Awolowo was godfather to people like Bola Ige. See them, they were all blessing to their generation. People like Tinubu, who was his godfather during the his governorship campaign for Lagos State, was Abiola. So there is godfatherism. There are people that we model you and control you and manage you and all that. Wike is turning godfatherism to as if he is a demigod. Who was his godfather that produced him as governor of Rivers State? It was the sitting governor of Nigeria at that time, Goodluck Jonathan. President Goodluck Jonathan was the one, because Amaechi was arrogant, Amaechi was rude, very rude. Amaechi wanted to pull down Jonathan as president of Nigeria, the first president from our own Niger Delta. Therefore, Goodluck Jonathan had no option than to look for somebody to take over the governorship of Rivers State. Because despite that, Goodluck Jonathan is from Bayelsa State, but he was brought up in Rivers State. And so Somebody who was brought up in Rivers State, Amaechi was behaving as if the former President Goodluck Jonathan was even a visitor to the. So former President Goodluck Jonathan have to look for alternative, and that was Wike. Wike became governor of Rivers State. He was so arrogant. What made him also, even despite his attitude, his Agbero mentality and all that, we decided to accommodate him, was because of his performance. He was performing very well. He was known as Mr. Project. We cannot deny him of that. We even asked other governors in the country to emulate him. We told our governors, you have no option. You have no excuse again not to develop the riverine area. Like Lekki, if Wike is doing this, you should also do it. Now, he has to also program people, educate them to be selfless, to work hard. But a situation where he wants to turn himself to Samuel Doe or Mobutu Sese Seko in Nigeria, we will not allow that. We will not allow that.
Okay, all right.
So
we'll come back to the whole, Niger Delta position.
It's one that is turning godfatherism as if it should be like a cult system, which we will not allow, because Rivers State is the option of our Lagos. What we have in Lagos and Abuja, as far as Niger Delta is concerned, Rivers State is our Lagos State.
Okay.
So we will not joke with such type of.
All right. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you very much. Interesting point you've made. We're looking at the stability of not just Rivers State, but the Niger Delta. And you've said that Rivers State is a Lagos State of the Niger Delta. Yes. Dr. Chukwuma Chinwo, talking about godfatherism, in what ways is it being manifested? I mean, just 5 months into the tenure of the administration of Siminalayi Fubara, how is this godfatherism being manifested? We're hearing some unconfirmed reports. Allegations have been made on both the social media, print media, electronic media, by certain persons who say they have it on good authority that Governor Nyesom asked for 25% of the state's revenue. Now, that is an unconfirmed, unsubstantiated claim. We do not have any proof. But I'm asking you, since you're in Rivers State, what you know about it, if there's any truth to it at all. That's number one. We hear some people insinuating that the former governor also has restricted the current governor from signing or approving any funds above 50 million naira. I don't know if there's any truth to that. You can help to tell us if you know. And we also hear some allegations that the former governor is the one who nominated and practically installed most of the commissioners in the current governor's cabinet. And his attempt to install another commissioner on his own without recourse to the governor, former governor, may have led to this crisis, this impasse. We also hear that even projects of the current governor, the former governor does not approve of them. For instance, the banana plantation in Ogoni land and the Songhai farm. So we want to hear from you. There's a lot. My producer is saying the question is long, but I could go on and on of this allegation. So what's your take on this? Even the CSO and then, of course, the chief of staff, we hear the governor did not appoint them himself. Sir, Dr. Chinwo.
Yeah, thank you very much. Well, I think James would agree with me now. He said there was nothing wrong. I didn't say there was anything wrong with Godfather. After all, Godfather starts from church. We say this is my godson, a godfather of the. So that, Papa, in principle, there's nothing wrong. Just like there are several things in Nigeria that has been abused. Godfatherism has been abused. So I said, what is happening in Rivers State is godfatherism in the crude form. And the crude form is where, like it's written in that book, Godfather never sleeps. The Godfather wants you to be himself, do all he says, see nothing, say nothing, do only what he wants to do. And if he doesn't sleep, there's going to be a crisis because the other person is a human being. No matter how benevolent you thought you have been to him, every human being wants to have an identity as a human being. Now, I'm not going to work on all those rumors because they're rumors. But what do I know about Nyesom and Steve Fubara? Many of us in Rivers State, that's what we feared when he left all his fellow politicians who had aspiration for the office. who had minds of their own in PDP. Those who they are following him and being very loyal to him, people like Lee Meba, people like Austin Opara, people like Felix Obua, people like Nana Gogo, Secretary of the Government, and several others for him to operate, like a godfather that never sleeps. Like he rightly said, he appoints all the members of the cabinet, including personal staff. And I know that can't work in any society. What you're having in River State today is like the Chris Uba and Chris Ngige case. That's the closest you have seen in Nigeria. And they turn out now, it's like what happened to July 10, 2003, where Chris Ngige said enough is enough. So that is the situation. The rumors are all consequential rumors, because if he took him as he put someone like an entity, that is, he want to take over everything or do everything. And we realize that don't work. It's their party problem. But it is going to be your party now, because Fubara is sworn in as governor of River State, not PDP candidate anymore. And so that is the thing. Now, how do you notice it? Godfather never sleeps. At the election tribunal that the wicked made sure that it was taken to Abuja, he was the one appearing in tribunal. Fubara doesn't know the place where the election petition held, but wicked was there 3 times. On the day of judgment, he was there from the beginning to the end. So we are wondering, are you the candidate? And all that. So, he didn't sleep. And he comes into River State with all the paraphernalia of office of a governor, or even as a super governor. The governor even goes to the airport to receive him. We knew that would not last long. And what you're seeing now is total manifestation of it. Because we can make sure that all the 32 members of the House of Assembly, he cleared them. He appointed them. And all the members in the House of Reps, and all that. In fairness to him, he has great charisma over those who follow him. And we knew the consequence of it with what I've seen today. When you're a godfather, please sleep once in a while, or sleep more. That's why you should have been a good godfather. Sleep so that your son can be active. But if a godfather never sleeps, there's going to be a crisis. We have River State, a case of a godfather who never sleeps. And incidentally, he's having an equivalent of a state he's managing, but he doesn't want to speak even concerning River State. So what do you see? The crisis. People, as Jehovah is saying now, it has now grown up an issue that was almost dying. Riverine, upland dichotomy. But let people understand, all the judge should understand, this is not an equator issue. This is not an other issue. This is not a Roman Pericon issue. This is Nyesom Wike's personal issue.
All right.
So let's do nobody decides it.
All right.
Because some of, unfortunately for us in River State, is even the important people who have told we can don't do some of these things. Unfortunately for us, our job brothers kept quiet.
Okay.
And the man grew. And instead of choosing for them, who will be governor? And he chooses someone who's not a politician. If someone is not a politician.
Okay. Okay. Let me come back to Joseph Eva. Following up from what Dr. Chukwuma Chinwo has said, it's turning out to be this conflict is being positioned by some people as between the Ijaw-speaking part of River State, or the riverine area of River State. For those who don't know River State, we have the upland and the riverine. The Ikwere are generally seen as those in the upland, whilst the Kalabari, the Opobo, Nkoro, and Co. are seen as those in the riverine, where Fubara is from. Some of those, Joseph Eva, who followed the governor when he went to the River State House of Assembly to inspect, the extent of the damage, were shouting, "Eyes on, eyes on, eyes on." And most of those who've come out to speak and defend the governor are people from the Ijaw-speaking part of River State. Joseph Eva, is this an Ijaw issue? Should it be painted in such a way, in your opinion?
Well, no, it is not an Ijaw issue, but it is Wike that is now turning the thing to an Ijaw issue. Wike type of character, we have seen it in Oyo State before now. You are a journalist. Adedibu is exactly doing what Wike is doing. If Ladoja will not give him 20 malu, Ladoja will not give him 500 vehicles to enjoy life. Ladoja will not build a mosque in his house. Ladoja must go. You are a journalist. These things happen. not only in our own area. It is Wike that is now bringing about this Ijob matter or upland and
But Joseph Iva, Wiki
Fubara.
hasn't said a word. He has not said a word. He even made a
So
riverine
now
man
you will say
governor.
so.
Yeah.
You will say so that Wike did not say it. Well, we have an understanding in that state. The riverine people, in fact, Wike, if you bring him to your studio and ask him, who are the people that organized when democracy came in 1999, that the upland people should start this arrangement? It was people like late Alamo Graham Douglas. Sergeant Awise is aware. It was people like Graham Douglas that was the leader of the party and the leader of the party in Rivers State that felt that, well, since a new democracy is here, let the upland people start to produce the governor. After that, then the riverine people will take their turn. Just like in this country, the north and the south, where he was president yesterday, today it is southern Nigeria that is the president.
Yeah, but Joseph Eva, Wike made an Opobo man, a governor. He supported him, let me say, to be governor.
Now, thank you very much. Now, let me
like you heard Dr. Chinwo said, he handpicked him for his party.
1999, it was since the beginning of 1999, the upland people have been governor. So when Wike arrangement, even all the other parties, the arrangement is that let it be riverine turn. Not only PDP that arranged that, even the APC, let it be riverine turn, because this thing will soon cause another problem in Rivers State. Now with the drama that is happening, we are now seeing that Wike wants to be clever than even the founders of Rivers State. When Rivers State when those who are struggling to create Rivers State, where was he? Where was he? Was he born?
All right.
When the founding fathers of Rivers State started to remove Rivers State from all the eastern region, where was he? Was he conceived by his parents? We cannot tolerate those type of things in our lifetime. Wike is now trying to deceive us that he is deceiving us by bringing an Nyesom to pretend as if he's presenting Nyesom. Then within 5 or 6 months, he wants to return upland person as governor. That's why you are hearing Nyesom. That is why you are hearing Nyesom. In our lifetime in this River State, in Port Harcourt, where is he going to die for? What is he talking about? Even if you are not looking, the Bible even said that by their fruit you shall know them. We start gradually knowing that this man deceived us with this governor of Riverine area in order to not turn it again, that upland people. So we decided that that place, that River State, Wike will not allow it. Will not allow him to be like Samuel Doe or Injami. That is why you are hearing Nyesom.
Okay.
It's an insult.
Joseph Eva, Dr. Chinwo, Joseph Eva has said that Wike is the one who is making it all about, riverine versus upland in River State. And that's why the supporters of Governor Sim Fubara are chanting and shouting, eyes on, whenever, they have a chance to protest. What do you say to that?
Well, like I told you before, I don't want to be drawn to the ethnic discussion because that is not the issue at all. This thing is not, I even mentioned, it's not Wike's village and Opobo or Nyesom, is the Ijoland. It is a Wike agenda, personal agenda. And any who will fall into his narrative and to his design, if we allow it to be discussed in terms of ethnicity or upland riverine dichotomy. I am telling you, I'm from the same local government to Wike. I'm on the same profession with him. And I tell you again, it is not an agenda of equated people. It's not an agenda, Sim Fubara or Nyesom Wike have been there. It's a completely wicked agenda. This is a script that was written, but maybe it's not going according to plan. So our advice, Joe Edwin Clark and others, the job people, don't allow it to be finished because we may even be more angry. We may be more disappointed.
So are those who are with the governor, are they right to be chanting eyes on? Do you understand why they're doing that?
But that's often the problem that arises. The River State Youth President is from all the local government. And he was there yesterday with the governor. So it is wrong for them, therefore, not to be inclusive, to try to exercise it. That can make the young man go back.
All right. All right.
As a youth party president,
yes,
he's from the same community with me. The same government will use the weekend. I tell you, and he's the nephew of the deputy chairman of PDP.
We have to go. Sorry, Dr. Chiwo, just a quick one about what happened today. And Joseph Eva, the recent meeting between Governor Fubara and Nyesom and other political stakeholders at the presidential villa. As far as you're concerned, is this an attempt at reconciliation that will work? How effective do you think such a reconciliation effort can be, looking at the charged nature of the political environment in River State? Very briefly, please, Joseph.
Very good. Very good move. Because yesterday, my live television in on that station, I asked the president that you are the father of the nation. You know what is happening there. And I reminded the president that when his mother died, and I led Niger Delta people to visit him 10 years ago when his mother died at Ikoyi, president. Our Niger Delta people told President Tinubu at that time he was a citizen of Nigeria. And we told him that the reason why his mother is a blessing to Nigeria is because the mother trained him, groomed him up to be a patriotic citizen. So yesterday I told President Tinubu, look at what is happening in our state, in the Niger Delta. The Niger Delta people come to tell you when your mother died that you are a patron because your mother trained you to be a patron. Now look at what is happening. You know that Wike is using your name, presidency name, to mobilize the commissioner of police in River State to tear gas the chief security officer of the state. Where has it happened? Where has it happened in this world? Are we going to learn from Togo or Benin Republic? It's a shame.
All right.
That the state.
Quick one. Finally, I want you to tell me your thoughts on the fact that some PDP governors are today, maybe currently even, holding an emergency meeting to discuss the crisis in River State. What role do you think can the PDP, I'm not talking about G5 now, I'm talking about PDP, which includes the likes of Atiku Abubakar, play in mediating and resolving this conflict, given the issues that the party has had?
It would have been a wonderful thing if State Fubara acknowledges PDP as its PDP. They are anti-PDP. But if PDP can use the opportunity and then redeem itself in River State, perhaps it will help them.
Right.
But you see, it will be dangerous if a matter as serious as this is taken as a family affair, which is what PDP is good at.
Okay.
Very soon, it will center again,
okay,
and everybody will suffer its crisis.
All right. Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Joseph Eva, Niger Delta activist, coordinator, Ijo monitoring group. I'm sure you have a lot to monitor in River State in the coming days and weeks. Dr. Chukwuma Chiwo, legal practitioner, former senior lecturer, Faculty of Law at River State University. Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure having you.
Thank you.
Bye.
And that's the size of our package on Politics HQ tonight. We will be back tomorrow. Good evening.